Thousands of passengers have been left stranded over the past week after the airline failed to make adequate preparations for new rules governing pilots' flying hours. But pilot unions and the public are still raising questions over how this issue has been handled. Rebecca Bundhun filed this report for CNA from Mumbai.
A lot of the extreme chaos that was seen over the past few days due to IndiGo's mass cancellations has now eased as the airline and authorities work to try to stabilise the crisis. But there were still more than 400 flights across the country that were reported to have been cancelled on Monday, with Delhi and Bangalore seeing the highest number of cancellations. And many passengers are still struggling, like Pallavi Portaka, whose mother-in-law passed away in Assam last week. The family eventually managed to book an IndiGo flight from Gujarat on Friday, but that was cancelled. They made it to Mumbai on Monday on another airline, but they still need another flight to get to their destination, and it's already too late.
We are very angry. I mean, if you lose a parent and you cannot go and reach the funeral, so imagine, the funeral took place on 5th without us.
The crisis also means higher fares for customers.
Yesterday I booked another one, but still it's an unfortunate situation. Like we need to pay higher price to get the new ticket.
The civil aviation watchdog has asked IndiGo to explain why it shouldn't face regulatory action and has taken steps to cap fares. The Aviation Ministry blames IndiGo's lack of preparation for new rules that came into effect, which limited night landings for pilots to 2 a week from 6 and increased rest hours. On Monday, the Aviation Minister Ram Mohan Naidu told Parliament that strict action would be taken against IndiGo and an example would be set for other airlines. Opposition leaders have raised concerns about a lack of fair competition, with IndiGo dominating a 65% share of the growing domestic market. And unions are also concerned after authorities temporarily suspended the pilot duty rules for IndiGo to try to normalise the situation.
Now, when we talk safety, now for one particular airline, how can you put the safety out of the window? That there is no safety required for this airline in the same country, whereas the other operators are adhering to it and maintaining the safety standards. God forbidding, if there is some incident or accident due to this FDTL problem, then who would be responsible?
The disruption comes during a peak travel period, and as the wedding season is underway. Many people have said that they've missed weddings because of the cancellations, including the brides and grooms themselves in some cases. With thousands of people affected, IndiGo has issued a public apology to its passengers and says that it expects operations to return to normal in the coming days. But the airline also acknowledges that it has work to do to regain the public's trust. For CNA, I'm Rebecca Bundhun in Mumbai.